The YouTube channel called An Everyday Canadian posted tons of cultural videos highlighting the beauty of his country, Canada. He would upload quite frequently, and his audience were very fond of him. However, one day, a very strange video was posted to the channel. His audience expected the usual fun and games around Canada that he always brought to the table, but this time he strayed away from that vibe very much. Take a look.
Hey guys, An Everyday Canadian. I was upstairs and I'm hearing banging. Now, I just did the laundry not too long ago. I know it's not the laundry machine because I know what it sounds like. And there is literally sounds coming in my basement right now, and it's freaking me out. Kids are upstairs asleep, and I'm gonna go down and check right now. This is freaky right now because I rarely go in my basement. It's an unfinished basement. Holy shit. Oh, what the fuck is that sound? Like, holy shit. Like, I don't even want to go down there. Fucking dark. Hold on, guys. Let me just get my light on here quick. Holy shit. This is freaking me out. Holy shit. Oh, God. I hate basements. My laundry machine just stopped. It's just me in the basement. Holy crap. What the fuck was that? What the fuck?
Now this was a very believable clip, because An Everyday Canadian had been super reliable in the past. As well as this, it was very clear that no one else was located in the basement at that time, making it near impossible for this to have not been a spirit. Sometimes the most unexpected people are chosen to be haunted, and in the case of An Everyday Canadian, this was definitely accurate. On September 7th of 2024, Mario Ramsey, an adventurous man known for his bravery, decided to visit an abandoned hospital alone. He had wanted to visit this place for quite some time, but unfortunately, none of his friends had the same idea of fun. Mario was initially going to back out of the plan, as it would be dangerous to go in alone. However, one of his friends said they would pay him $100 if he visited the hospital at 3 a.m. Mario thought this would be the most free money of his life, so off he went. He couldn't have been more wrong. If you look closely, a human figure could be seen at the window staring back at Mario. What made this exceptionally weird was the fact that a raging fire was behind this person. It left Mario wondering how they weren't injured or attempting to escape. He stayed there for a few moments and debated calling the fire services, in case this really was a real person. Moments after, though, it disappeared and didn't reappear again. In the following video, we are brought to a local Asian mine shaft, which has a very interesting backstory behind it. It was initially created in the 1800s by the British Empire to mine resources for their people. However, it was very quickly shut down due to reports of something or someone dangerous being in there. Once the British rule ended in the country, they decided they would reopen the mine, as whatever was inside there must have died, and they needed more coal anyways. Thousands of workers found themselves down there every single day, and they all had their suspicions. However, only one had the guts to investigate late at night.
Muchos dicen que el tío el nuke no existe, pero mi gente sí existe. Yo he estado durante muchos años en la mina y siempre he querido encontrarme, pero nunca tuve esa oportunidad. Pero tengo esa fe de que sí me voy a encontrar mi gente. Cayó piedra. ¿Lo escucharon? ¡Qué miedo! ¿Escucharon? miedo. Escúchalo. Cayó piedra. Escúchalo. ¡Qué miedo! Escúchalo. ¡Qué miedo!
Strangely, a distinct moan could be heard from down the mine, and the miner was adamant that no one else was down there with him. There wasn't anyone on shift, and you needed a keycard to access the mine. None of the workers would voluntarily go down there. To this day, the man has no idea what he encountered that night, but he is a strong believer in what people call the monkey. He knew that something lived there, but no one else did. In the heart-wrenching video that you are about to watch, the wife of Jorge Luis Cruz, who we have discussed on this channel before, undertook the ritual to cleanse the house of all evil. If you have watched some other videos on this channel, you'd know that the Cruz family had gone through a lot of paranormal activity over recent times, and it was not slowing down. The only right option was to perform a sage. Regardless of how good this idea sounded though, it didn't end in cheers and celebrations. Quite the opposite came from it.
Dude, what the fuck? Fucking hate it here! Oh my god, leave us the... Oh, fuck you!
As she progressed into the dining room, an object unexpectedly fell from the table. Shortly after this, a small portable table collapsed, followed by a plate descending from the stand in the TV room. These events further stressed out the family and really tipped them over the line. This was the moment that they decided to officially sell the house, and they haven't updated their newfound audience since. If you were to be asked what the scariest place in the entire world is, then what would your answer be? Let us know in the comments. I guarantee that there will be a wide array of answers, all the way from theme parks to islands. But the one you are about to see is much, much scarier. Meet Bilal, a newly set up ghost hunting business who started once he got fired from his work. He hated spirits from the bottom of his heart and was frightened in their presence. Unfortunately though, he needed to undertake this role to put food on his family's table. The following video came from his first ever ghost hunt, and it's safe to say that it didn't go very well. Have a watch for yourself.
Bismillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. الله أكبر. 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 لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. أكبر. الله 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 أكبر. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. الله لا اله الا الله لا اله الا هو الحي القيوم لا تاخذه سنه ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الارض له ما في السماوات وما في الارض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده الا باذنه شو اسمه هذه يعلم ما بين ايديهم وما شيء من علم الا ما شاء وسع كرسيه.
In case you didn't know, spirits feed off the fear of their victims, and the fear of Bilal severely empowered this one. It was able to move objects as large as a table, which required a sheer amount of energy, just showing how dangerous the ghost was during this encounter. Bilal got paid for his task, as he found enough evidence, but immediately revoked his business. He is still trying to find employment to this day, but what actually happened to the family living in that house? After receiving Bilal's report, they knew that the house was haunted very badly and couldn't just leave it be. They decided to hire a more experienced ghost hunter to come and repent the spirit from their house, and the upcoming clip shows exactly how that went.
Pois é, minha gente, tô aqui. Consegui pegar a chave do véi, que ele tava sem querer deixar nós vir fazer vídeo aqui de novo. Consegui pegar a chave, que a outra cópia tá com drive e eu esqueci de pegar. Vou entrar aqui na casa grande, sozinho em Deus, ó. Vou aqui gravar o vídeo, vou virar a câmera do celular e vocês acompanhem aí que se aconteceu ou não aconteceu, eu vou postar o vídeo do mesmo jeito. Então é isso aí. E segura aí que eu vou virar a câmera aqui pra vocês acompanhar melhor. O medo, eu já tô com medo, não vou mentir. Olha, toda vez que o cabo entra, a câmera já fica querendo. Deixa eu ligar aqui a lanterna. Fica querendo desfocar, tá vendo? Mesma rotina. Tem nada. E o mais ruim é entrar aqui pra dentro. É a parte mais ruim. É chegar aqui. Ó, a câmera aqui querendo. Tá vendo? Ó. Oi! Oi, meu Deus do céu!
Despite having much more experience under her belt, Bilal's fear had given the ghost so much power that not even she could fight back against it. She informed the family that this was the case and that their only hope was having a priest visit the residence. They are currently in the process of making this happen. On July 13th of this year, a couple had just finished decorating their new home and were now trying to get settled. During the clip you're about to see, the sister of the wife was also there, and she was the one behind the counter in the kitchen. She lived very close to the couple and decided to pop in and see how everything was going. Little did she know that there was a fourth person in the house with them, and it wasn't someone that would be considered welcome. Take a look. Now at first, it is quite difficult to understand what went wrong in this clip, but I'll make it easy for you. If you look closely at this second of the video, the hair of the sister got tugged back by something or someone, and there was nothing in sight. Unexplainability at its finest. In the following video, a young man woke up his grandpa because he heard whistling coming from the basement. At first, he assumed that someone had broken into his grandpa's house, but after what they came across downstairs, that couldn't be further away from the answer. The man was staying at the house because his grandpa had just gotten out of hospital, and the doctor advised that a family member should move in for the week to keep an eye on him. Little did he know that this would lead to one of the worst encounters of his life.
Ven, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 1 Estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino. Hágase su voluntad. ¡Ay! ¡Abuelo! ¡Abuelo! ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Ábrele, ábrele! A ver quién es. ¡Ábrele, ábrele! ¡Ábrele!
No pasa nada. No pasa nada.
¡Ay, abuelo!
No hay nada, no hay nada.
A ver, ve, fíjate. Ve, fíjate. ¡Ay! ¡Otra vez, abuelo! ¡Es un pinche mono! ¡Abuelo! ¡Ciérrale, ciérrale, ciérrale, ciérrale! ¡Llámale a la policía! ¡Saca tu teléfono!
Calmado, calmado. Calmado.
¡Tengo miedo!
If you watched the clip carefully, a black silhouette could be seen not once, but twice, poking its head around the door. This understandably sent fear through the duo, who had no clue how to react to something this strange, and they eventually left the house and took a drive to calm down. They never unlocked the basement again. Paranormal YouTube videos are a huge part of the platform, and you're on that section right now. Every single day, new paranormal videos are released to the internet, and they always spark a lot of controversy. The one you're about to watch was no different. It was filmed in the facilities of an abandoned swimming pool, which was closed due to being sued by a family. 12 years before this video was filmed, a young child drowned there in the supervision of 3 lifeguards, which was not a good look at all. The family of the boy took all of their finances. The pool is still regarded to be haunted by the child, who suffered their fatality in the depths, and the following group were very brave to give the place a visit. Have a watch.
Algo se movió allá. Alumbra. Alumbra. Alumbra, alumbra, alumbra. Alumbra, güey. Yo vi que algo corrió. ¿Ya viste? ¿Qué es eso? Abajo. Entre la puerta. A ver, cierra eso. Vamos a cerrar eso.
If you look extremely closely, 2 figures could be seen on the opposite end of the swimming pool, and once the man removed his flashlight from them, they disappeared at second glance. The real question raised from this sighting is who was the second ghost? As I previously explained, there was one death in the facility, and everybody knew that the victim haunted the place, but their accomplice, no one knows, and I doubt they ever will. On May 29th of 2018, a man was chilling in his house when he started to hear noises coming from the basement. Now at first, he believed that the noises were coming from a squatter, a person living in his house without any permission. But still unsure, the man decided to investigate, and what he found was beyond terrifying.
Doing this cabinet crown, and I think there's a squatter in this house. I think it's in here. Hello? 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 Anybody here?
Strangely, when the man reached the basement, no one could be seen. As well as this, the lights started flickering on their own accord while the switch was still in view with no one there. It was at this moment that the man realized he wasn't housing a squatter, but a spirit instead. He decided to continue searching though, as he wasn't completely convinced, but his mindset was about to change.
Hello? The heck is that? Hello? Who is it?
Somehow the door managed to open without anyone behind it, but this was only the beginning. When the man went to inspect the door, nobody was there, and to make things even worse, the basement door slammed shut. When the man opened it, the light started flickering again, and this time he dropped his phone in fear. The ghost seemed to enjoy the device though, as it spun around on the floor without anything pushing it. The man in the house moved out a week later and has witnessed no paranormal activity since. In this short video, a worker called Evelyn is in fear after something happened during her shift. She is accompanied by her boss Dave, who is known for being very patient and kind around the workplace. However, even he was skeptical after this clip. Evelyn had called him down to the room she was working in and claimed she saw a door slam shut by itself. Now at first, Dave didn't believe her story. He didn't think ghosts were real and dismissed Evelyn's fear, but when he went to investigate, all of that changed.
All right, I'm with Evelyn Sims. We're using this recording here due to a statement. She says that there's been things in the back area that have been... All right, explain to us what happened, Evelyn.
I was looking at my supplies, and I don't want to go back there.
Well, I'm here now. Oh, don't worry.
But you come with me.
All right, what happened?
The door just shut on its own and just sit by itself, David. I don't know if I want to go. I don't feel good about that.
All right, hang on, just wait.
I don't want to go back there.
Let me just take a look. Now, you say what happened now?
The door shut by itself. Itself, Dave.
All right. Let me see. I'm looking. I'm not going back there either.
Was you scared?
I'm not
going back there. I got a funny feeling about this.
Oh, the door's closed. I mean, it was open?
It was open and it just slammed by itself.
All right, let me see if I can get it.
Slammed.
All right. Let me go back there. All right, I'm gonna put it on hold. All right. Well, go ahead. I'm standing here. Oh, hold on. I got work call or the call. Go ahead.
If you remember when you took a shirt over to the modulars, you took 2 shirts. One of them said Sawyer. Remember I told you to bring it back?
Ooh, what did I do with it? Oh, man.
What's your location?
I'm on the garden level right now. I'm investigating something that happened down in the boiler room with Evelyn. I'll be right up. All right. Well, don't worry. Go get your whatever your material is.
Oh, David. I don't think I want to go there.
Come on, go ahead.
No,
Evelyn, just go.
No.
All right, hang on. I'll go. Hang on. Okay. I'm right here. I see the door. All right, go get your stuff. I'm right here.
Oh, David, I'm scared.
Don't be. Hold on. Wait a minute. Just wait. Is there anybody back here? Go ahead.
No.
What the shit? Oh my God. No way.
Did you see it? I closed.
Hold on, let's go.
Mr. Ortiz or
Stand by. Stand by. Oh my god. Oh my god.
As he sent Evelyn to go and get her stuff, a chair flew towards them without anyone else in the room. Both people were understandably in fear, and Dave had been convinced that Evelyn's story was real. But this was only the start. Somehow, a loud clanging noise could be heard at the end of the video, indicating that a large metal object had dropped onto them nearby. It was at this point that the camera cut, and to make things worse, Evelyn and Dave were never seen again. Now on this channel, we've covered some disturbing clips, but none of them are nearly as bad as the one we're about to discuss. It was May 18th of 2022, and a woman called Letitia was alone in her Airbnb. At least she thought it was. It was at midnight when she was woken up by a noise she couldn't have possibly imagined. Take a look. Despite thinking she was alone, Letitia heard a scream coming from inside the Airbnb. Now at first she was frightened and refused to move, but when she was brave enough to investigate, she did but found nothing. YouTubers are known for faking and over-editing their videos to the extreme, more specifically horror YouTubers. From cringy 3 AM challenges to fake haunted hospital explorations, the possibilities are endless. However, amongst all of these fake videos are hidden real ones that show undeniable evidence of paranormal activity. The upcoming video is one of them. It was uploaded on June 17th, 2023, and shows a man showing and telling his story of being haunted. Things get very weird.
First I was hearing just something like stuff moving around, or, you know, stuff like that. You know, it's normal house noises. And then a couple of voices I've heard. It's kind of freaking me out, though, you know. I thought it was gone.
Now at first, nothing seems wrong with this clip. On the surface, it's just the man explaining his experience. However, if we zoom into the skeleton, we can see that its head tilts to the left out of nowhere. This is very weird as no one else is in the room. However, this is just a minute into a 20-minute video. So much worse stuff happens. Out of nowhere, the door opens on its own accord, and as if that wasn't creepy enough, it closes. Now the man claims that nobody was in the house at the time of this, which makes it completely unexplainable. Perhaps a strong breeze managed to breach the house, or maybe something was present that the human eye cannot detect. It's likely the latter, and the next clip in the video confirms that.
I don't want it to be more than that, you know? I don't want to know that I'm being fucking possessed or something, you know? I felt something. I keep fucking hearing shit. Why is that? This fucking closet door. What is that? Hey! Hey, stop!
Somehow, the man's closet opened by itself, similar to the door, except this time he was home. He went to go and close it, and was understandably confused, but it was at this moment he heard footsteps creeping towards the room he came from. The man's wife was home at the time, so it's possible that she was walking on the second floor and it got misinterpreted, but later that day she came downstairs saying that she was having a nap. If she was asleep, then no one could have possibly been making those noises, at least no normal person. The following video was taken in the children's ward at the hospital. The child is called Layla, and her mother, Sydney, decided to visit her while she was being treated. At first, everything seemed normal, and the nurse was being friendly with the mother. However, after a minute, the nurse let the two have some alone time and left the ward. This is when another nurse entered the room.
Okay, go. Who is it?
It's so weird.
Is it you?
Is it me? It's not me.
It's motion sensor. There's no one over there. Okay, do it one more time.
Do it one more time, please.
Okay. One last time.
You okay? Wait, so are we friends now? Can you do it again if we're friends now?
Oh.
We're not friends? You don't like me? Okay.
Are you a doctor?
Are you a... Wait, so do it again if you're a doctor. Wait, are you messing with us or are you actually a doctor? I don't know. Are you just messing with us? Okay. Well.
I don't know.
Weirdly, the tap continuously turned on in sync with Layla's questions, going as far as revealing that it was a doctor. Now, what makes this clip strange is that neither the child nor the mother are freaked out that a presence is answering their questions, but are actually laughing and engaging with it, and this was only the beginning.
Are you a guy or girl? So do it. Do it. Okay. Okay, so do it if you're a guy. So do it if you're a guy. Turn it on if you're a guy.
Nope.
So you're a girl? You're a girl. Are you a... So she's a girl? Yippee.
Let's see.
Hi, do you have a bracelet? Or just want to make sure she has a bracelet on.
Yeah.
You're good.
So double checking. You're a girl. Yes,
Oh.
maybe?
She got scared of the nurses.
It's okay. The nurses are gone. I promise. So she's a girl.
And just for show, let's see if it comes on right here.
Okay.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Nothing.
So now, let's see. Oh, I should ask what color her eyes are.
Yeah, I can play a game.
So okay.
I'm down to play a game, okay?
So do it if your eyes are blue. Okay. Do it if your eyes are green.
Oh.
Wait, so your eyes are green? Okay, hair color time.
Beebs, are you seeing this?
Are you blonde?
Yeah. I think it's red hair.
Do you have red hair, like my friend? Do you have red? You have red hair. You have red hair.
That was creepy.
What do you mean creepy?
How did Biba guess it? Yeah, it is creepy.
Do you think it's crazy that my friend guessed it?
No.
You think your hair color is common?
Are you scared of the nurses?
You don't like the nurses? I'm sorry. I promise that they're only going to come back for my x-ray or MRI or whatever. Are you going to come with me during my MRI x-ray thingy? You're going to be with me? I'm so happy.
Layla started to inquire more about the ghost and try to figure out what it looked like when it was alive. She discovered that it had green eyes and ginger hair, which made the girl giggle, but the next question was quite unsettling. Layla asked the ghost if it didn't like the nurses, to which it turned the tap on, indicating that the answer was yes. This is rather strange, as the ghost claimed it was a doctor, but didn't like the current ones. Layla's mother, Sydney, theorizes that the spirit was there to haunt the nurses, but I guess we'll never know. However, many people that saw these clips believed that there wasn't a ghost at all, and there was an issue with the sensor on the tap, but Sydney sought out to disprove them.
What?
Despite this, the comment section was still fairly negative about this supposed evidence and was tough to convince, but part 3 to this sage was about to provide concrete proof. At this point, the two had been in the room with the ghost for 20 minutes, and Layla decided to call her dad on Snapchat to showcase the ghost, but little did she know things were about to get much crazier.
You want to play another game?
Yes. Or no?
Okay, just watch my camera, okay, Dad?
Watch your camera, baby.
Watch my camera, okay?
Okay.
It's a friend.
We have a friend in the room.
Have you always been with us or stayed at this hospital?
Are you in the hospital?
All the time? So we just met? Do you like to say hi to other kids when they come?
Are you scared of the nurses? Did the nurses scare you when they came in the room?
He doesn't like to be on camera.
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
How dare you?
We asked.
So you're a girl, right?
She doesn't like to be on camera.
Well, the camera can't see her. She has red hair and green eyes. Yes? Red hair, green eyes?
No, she said blue eyes.
Oh,
Yeah, see?
Wait, did you say blue eyes?
You're scaring your dad. Do you like to scare people?
Oh, she has, wait, so she has blue eyes?
Do you have blue eyes, yes? Or do you have green eyes? Blue eyes?
Is she blinking the lights? Was she blinking the lights?
No, do you see the water, baby? The faucet.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so can you flicker the lights or no?
Did you see that?
The call started off with a few questions to show him that the tap could turn on and off by itself, but eventually the dad mentioned flickering the lights instead of turning on the tap to give him more evidence. This led Layla to ask the ghost if she could flicker the lights, and if we slow down the footage, the lights dimming at that exact moment. Could this be the act of a ghost, or is it just a coincidence? I'm keen to hear what you have to think in the comments. In the following video, a boy called Michael was sitting in his bedroom watching a movie when he was suddenly caught off guard by a huge disturbance. Apparently, over the past week or so, his cabinet had constantly been opening and closing, so he decided that the best option was to tie it closed. However, not even this was enough to completely stop whatever was doing this in its tracks.
So I'm sitting here watching a movie, and my cabinet yanked. Like, you can still see it moving a little bit. Like the thing I have it tied shut with, and usually it's tighter than that. And see, look, I told you. I told you something was yanking on it. And it's weird because it's been a long time since it messed with this cabinet. Hello? You want to do it again? Are you trying to get the doors open? Oh, I would take that as a yes.
Now, if you didn't believe Michael's bizarre story, you most definitely do now. The fact that the door did this twice showed that it wasn't a one-off event, and there was certainly something wrong with that piece of furniture. That wasn't all, though.
Hello? Is there a reason why you wanted me to open the door? I know it's been a while since you messed with this cabinet.
If you listen very carefully, the word evil could be heard once Michael decided to open the cupboard door. This could only mean one thing, and it definitely freaked the poor boy out. Whatever was doing this was on the evil spectrum of spirits, and things only got worse from here. Michael was able to catch one more thing on camera before the ghost took a break, and it was arguably the most prominent capture of the three. Take a look.
Alright, I'm about to close the door. I'm pretty sure that doll just looked up at me.
Weirdly, the doll with the ginger afro moved backwards, and nothing could have possibly triggered this barring a spirit. Immediately after this insane phenomenon, Michael slammed the cabinet door shut and ran out of the house. We don't know what happened next, but we can only hope that he is now okay. Wraith and his father John loved to explore the woodlands every single day. It became routine for them to go on their nature walks after Wraith finished school, and none of them would rest right if they didn't do it. The upcoming footage comes from one of these nature walks, and was the first time they came across something dangerous on their path. The woods that they ventured were quite peaceful and didn't contain any deadly wildlife. However, in what you're about to watch, all of that seemed to change.
Come on, man, let's do a nature walk.
Alright.
Woohoo! Do I get it? Yeah. Let's do a nature walk. Come on, let's go.
Alright.
Come on. Hey, isn't that cool, Rafe?
Yeah. Nice don't break. Oh. Look at this.
Yeah, look at Look at the view. Wait, Rafe. Shh. What is it? Shh. What is it? Hey, get over here. Get over here, Rafe. What is it? What is it? Stay behind me. What is it? Are you kidding me? All right, let's go. 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 Go, 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 go. Go, go, Rafe. Go, go. Go. Hold on. Sorry. Slow step. Hold on. Listen. What is it? What is it? Is it following us? Stay right there. Whoa, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go!
Now you may be wondering what it was that the duo actually saw that day, but if you slow the clip down at around 1 minute and 35 seconds, a human figure becomes visible. It was unlike any other human though. It had a completely black silhouette and seemed to be carrying something along the lines of a blade. Let me know whether you thought this was a ghost or a murderer in the comments. The only answer that lies right with me is a ghost. It was 15 past 11 at night when a young woman called Lexreen was relaxing in her living room. Her husband was out at work, which meant she had the television all to herself, which was a huge bonus as he disliked the kind of stuff she enjoyed. Anyway, all of this became pointless after one of the most unexplainable phenomena of Lexreen's life came to hit her. It was so confusing that she openly spoke out afterwards about how she still questions the event 2 years later and desperately wants a logical conclusion. However, this conclusion has still not been discovered.
You guys, I'm freaking the fuck out. It is literally 2:50 a.m. Do you hear that? That is my baby's bubble bath crab in the restroom. It just turned on out of nowhere. And I feel like I'm about to have a panic attack. Checks, come on, buddy. Come on, let's go check. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come with me. Come on. Come on. Bitch, my dog won't even fucking come. Come on, buddy. He's coming. Bitch, what the fuck?
As if the toy turning itself on wasn't enough to freak everyone out, there's a very important piece of information to add to this. The crab actually ran out of battery the night before, meaning that it was impossible for it to operate. As well as this, it was levitating above the bathtub, which was most definitely not a natural sight. Lexreen put the toy in the trash once she consulted her husband about it, and they never experienced anything of the sort again. On May 31st of 2024, a TikToker who goes by the name of Dude My House Is Haunted posted a very disturbing video to his account. He had accumulated a decent following over the few weeks leading to this day due to his consistent paranormal videos, and this one was no different. As you can clearly decipher from the name of the account, its sole purpose was to showcase his house and how demented it truly was. This piece of content did the same.
Okay, as you can see, it's a little after 3 o'clock, and I'm hearing kids outside playing. If you listen close, you can hear them. But I've been hearing what sounds like a kid in the house. I know it's probably just an echo from them. Over here, see, I can hear those kids out there. These are some masks my friend got me from Argentina. See, I can hear those kids. Let me move in here. See, you can hear them a little better. They're over behind my backyard. Let me move into the kitchen here. can see. You can hear them out there pretty good. Somebody mowing their yard. See, that sounded like that was in here. I swear it sounds like it's coming from in here. There's nothing in the bathroom. It's just in here, so I know it's nothing in here. I swear it came down like right down there. It sounded like it came from one of the back rooms or like in the hallway or something. That was weird. What is that?
See you soon.
I swear it sounded like it was in the house. Shit.
At the very end of the clip, you could hear the faint whisper of a child saying, "See you soon," to the man, which was a very creepy choice of words. Children's ghosts are arguably the most creepy ones, just because of how tormenting they are, and this was proven in this. There was also another piece of knowledge that needs to desperately be picked up on. The man actually lived in a very rural place where kids never played. It was very coincidental that the one day that children were gathering outside, a ghost gathered inside. Not to mention that the kids outside weren't even caught on camera. Perhaps they were all spirits. John, the man in the video you're about to see, loved old antique items and took collecting them as a very serious hobby. He used to check his phone several times a day to see if any antique auctions were going on. And sure enough, on one fateful day, there was. The auction was for a doll from the 1800s, which was recently discovered underground, where the old Victorian road patterns lay. John, being John, snatched up this opportunity to collect a piece of ancient memorabilia, but little did he know how much he and his wife would regret his decision.
I got this doll from a local antique auction. My wife said to get rid of it because she thinks it's haunted and keeps finding random things on the floor. So I decided to leave the house for a bit and film while I was gone. My dogs were the only ones in the house. What did he see? I still don't want to get rid of her.
Disregarding its utterly dementing look, according to John and his wife, being near the doll gave them a cold and chilly feeling. This feeling is commonly reported by people who encounter spirits, making it very likely that this was the case. On top of this, items started moving around in the absence of the family, providing further evidence that something was there. All of this only started happening the day the doll arrived, so it was extremely evident that it was the cause of everything. However, in John's pure delusion, he thought there was a chance that it would all blow over. This went exactly as you would expect it to.
Update on my doll Charlotte that my wife wants me to get rid of. This is what happens whenever I put her near my daughter's old Cabbage Patch doll. But that's not the weirdest part. There's no batteries. But wait, there's more. I even cut the wire to see if that would stop it. Is she causing this? I just can't get rid of her.
The fact that the Cabbage Patch doll had no batteries and a cut wire made it physically impossible for it to move around. But nothing is impossible in the paranormal world. After the recording of this video, the family took the doll to the local church to get it blessed, but the priest sensed evil and refused to do it. They took it to the tip to get rid of it immediately after. Ghost hunting is a role in society occupied by only the bravest of people, and they get paid a lot of money for it. These ghost hunters put themselves up for hire to search supposedly haunted homes and confirm the presence of a spirit before the family progresses further. And most of the time, it's easy. 90% of calls result in no haunted activity being captured, and the hunter receives the easiest cash of their lives. The other 10% of the time result in whole life trauma though, and the upcoming video is one of those examples.
Serius ada dengar bunyi benda dalam bilik. Jangan main-main, siapa tu? Ha? Serius tadi saya dengar ada benda dalam bilik ni, dentuman yang sangat kuat, bunyi dentuman yang sangat kuat, jadi saya ambil keputusan untuk rakam benda ni. Serius. Keluar! Hey! Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah, subhanallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Astagfirullahaladzim, 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 astagfirullahaladzim. Keluar, tolong. Ini rumah aku, kalau kau nak buat macam ni, kau ingat aku takut? Kau ingat aku takut? Allah Akbar, Allah. First time tengok, first time tengok. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar.
After beckoning the spirit to take action and do some stuff to show its presence, it actually reacts, which makes Ifan, the hunter, take a step back. It was very unusual for a spirit to respond at such a fast rate, which made him very suspicious. But since high amounts of money were on the line, he continued to seek for more ghost signs in the other rooms.
Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. Ni kat dapur. It appeared that somebody else was occupying the building with him,
and to his dismay, he couldn't quite work out who, not that he possibly could have. Once Ifan went into the room to see the person, he was greeted by nothingness, and he labeled this as an apparition in his report file. This was just about enough to tip Ifan over the line.
Hei, engkau tak habis nak ganggu hidup aku. Tak habis mengganggu hidup aku. Hah? Pergi mampus engkau punya ni. Pergi mampus kau ingat aku takut. Hah? Pergi mampus. Mana?
He got very angry at the spirit and beckoned it to leave, which showed how horrendous he was at doing his job. Shouting like that at a ghost only fuels its power, and it proved to do so here as it started to move things frequently. Straight after this happened, Ifan left the house and emailed the file to the middleman. He received his payment 3 days later, but decided to take a long and deserved break from the paranormal world. On July 22nd of 2011, a man called Richard was home alone when he experienced one of the creepiest things of his entire life. It was 3 in the afternoon when he heard something drop onto the floor in his kitchen and decided to investigate with his camera. It was at this point that he captured the following video.
Do it again. I'm wasting my time. It's stopped. Nope. It's removed. Do it again. Get on time just yet. Can you communicate with me, please? I'm throwing stuff around. I don't know if to make it out if that's because it's a cross or just because it was light or just because I'd drawn around it. Oh, this is getting sketchy. I'm going to go out the car now, open the window. Okay. Yeah, I'll get out in time.
Strangely, many items in the room started to drop to the floor without anyone else in the house. Richard claims that all the windows in the house were closed at the time, so this couldn't have been caused by the wind. Something else must have been in the room. Things got much creepier when the cross Richard had placed in the room flew to the ground more aggressively than any other item, indicating that the spirit definitely wasn't on the holy side of things. Richard understandably fled the house and waited outside, recording through the window in case something else occurred. However, nothing happened ever again. Could this have been a coincidence, or did a ghost pop in to say hello? I guess we'll never truly know. In this next video, 2 friends have just arrived home from a night out, and one of them decides to go upstairs. This leaves the eldest one, Sophia, alone downstairs. At least she thinks that is the case. The time hits 3 a.m., and Sophia is about to go upstairs to get some rest. However, as she closes the kitchen door, she realizes there was a 3rd friend in the house.
Okay, there's nobody here, right? Nobody here. What is that? Because it is not me. This is me leaving, closing the door. What the fuck is that? And here comes the door back opening. And nobody's there. But yet. Hi.
Somehow, the mirror reflected a second person in frame, ahead of Sophia. What makes this weird is that no one is actually in front of her, and the figure can only be spotted when looking into the mirror. Sophia speculates that the person was one of her old friends, Lexi, who unfortunately died in a car crash a year prior. Lexi used to hang out with Sophia and her other friend all the time, so it made sense as to why she decided to appear for the night out. Regardless, it left Sophia spooked, and when she showed her friend the video, they both went to bed in the same room. The following video was recorded in the basement of a young family's home with a couple and their daughter. The family had only recently moved into the house as they had migrated from California to Philadelphia for work reasons, but none of them knew how much this would change their lives. Upon moving into the house, they all noticed strange events happening in the basement, with most of them being self-moving objects. However, it wasn't until the upcoming clip was captured that they had concrete evidence. Take a look.
Like I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does happen down here, and I mean, you can't really. There it is. That's freaky stuff right there. Yep, that's what you call it. So that door always swings wide open and it stays open. It doesn't ever close, stay like that. Oh, there you go. Let go of it. Oh crap, that's freaky.
Out of nowhere, a can falls down from the shelves, and the way it does this is very weird. If we zoom into it, we can see that it tilts to the left before actually falling, which is completely unexplainable. Following the can came 2 blue spray paint containers, another white container, and the door even closed itself. The father who recorded the video immediately went to the local church and asked a priest to bless the house, and he got what he wished for. Since the blessing, no paranormal activity has happened in the house, but who knows if it'll come and strike again. During the winter of 2021, an Arab ghost hunter named Hamza was commissioned to search a local residence that had supposedly been haunted for the last 15 years. Every known residence of the house in that time span reported paranormal activity, but it took ages for someone to pay a hunter to come and confirm this. It was 1 a.m. when Hamza arrived on site and went into the building. Little did he know this was going to be one of his creepiest shifts ever.
هذا المكان أبي أروحه يا جماعة. بسم الله بسم الله يا جماعة، لا يكون هذا جنة بنويرة وهذا واحد. شوفوا 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 يا جماعة. يما أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات. يا جماعة، من عارف أدخل المكان. شوفوا هذا يطالع يا جماعة، أقسم بالله كأنه يطالع. لازم أدخل وأشوف إيش السالفة.
When inspecting the building before he entered it, something terrifying caught the eye of Hamza. On the second floor of the building, something white could be seen, poking its head around the window and staring at him creepily, and when he acknowledged it, it slowly disappeared behind the blinds. Now, in this situation, the majority of people would call it a day, but since Hamza's job is to hunt spirits, he wasn't fazed by a sighting this poor. Because of this, he decided to enter the building, and what happened when he went inside was shocking.
أبوك بسم الله جماعة اختفى الصوت. اختفى الصوت. أعوذ بكلمات لا تمات من شر ما خلق. 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 شوف يا جماعة. لا 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 يا جماعة معلش، أعتذر منكم، موقع جديد وأبو خالد مرة بعيد عني، فاستودعتكم الله الذي لا تضيع ودائعه. لا إله إلا الله يا جماعة. هذه طارت هناك. لا في صوت، ورب الكعبة في صوت يا جماعة. حطوا السماعات يا جماعة، حطوا السماعات.
Weirdly, large, heavy footsteps could be heard upstairs when Hamza entered the building, and this resulted in him going upstairs to check it out. When he reached the top of the stairs, he came face to face with a metal pipe across the corridor, except it was no normal pipe. It collapsed without anyone else in the room, leading Hamza to believe he had enough evidence of a spirit. He called his mission a day and reported his sightings back to the house owners. They decided to bless the house, and no updates were given as to whether or not it worked. On a Tuesday night, a police guard called Jay was working on a night shift. His job was to sit in the main office to greet visitors, watch the cameras, and fend off any intruders. But on this night, none of these instances came into play. Jay was just an hour away from finishing his shift at the time this video was filmed, but what CCTV captured really freaked him out. Take a look.
Just look real close. Just look. It's coming from the door, from outside. See it? It's faint. It's real faint. I'm looking at it, I'm like, hold on, let me feel if it's real, it's cold too. When I put my hand up there by it, it's real cold. Then it went back there towards the door, all the way back there in the back. I'm like, whoa. I wanted to see, it went close to me or some shit. I'm like, also ghosts, because ghosts do give out like a cold chill, like when you put, like, it's like a cold breeze there. I'm like, okay. Shit, I saw it came from outside too. I'm like, damn. And I wasn't even freaked out. I just wanted to see how it felt. I was like, so that motherfucker cold in the mud. So I saw it. That shit is crazy, man. It's been a while since I've seen this, so like I said, it come every now and then, but you have to look real hard though, real hard to see it. It came from here and it went real slow. Just look real hard when you rewind the video.
If you look closely, you can see a faint figure sliding its way through the door into the main office. Fortunately, Jay was lucky enough to have been paying attention, otherwise he would have missed the spirit's entry. Upon seeing it, he decided to reach his hands out to feel its presence, and claimed to have immediately become much colder. When a ghost is in the room, temperatures tend to drop, so all the details added towards a paranormal event. If that wasn't enough to convince Jay though, what the spirit did next definitely was.
Saw that motherfucker, but this one did something. This one did something crazy this time. Look at the left, see it? Coming from the left, I see it. Then it start going up towards the exit sign, then going towards the left, all the way down to the bottom left, and I'm like, the fuck? And it like disappeared or something. Then I started hearing noise down towards that door all the way to the back. I started hearing shit, then I heard like the door rattle. I was like, what the fuck? I heard the door rattle, man. Oh my God. Like it wanted to go in the back, like that's the boiler room back there. So I'm like, I'm like, oh hell no. Hell fucking no. My heart was just beating like a I'm trying to calm down so bad. I'm like, okay, all right. But that was it, man.
About 5 minutes after entering the building, the ghost made a second appearance, and Jay was much more spooked by it. It started by gliding around the door, again, only faintly being visible. Next, it started making noises around the building to mess with Jay, and this is when he started to get very confused. As if this wasn't enough, the door at the end of the corridor started rattling as if the spirit wanted to enter it, and it was at this point Jay knew something else was definitely in the building. However, it disappeared for a few weeks. Jay reported that he had 2 weeks with no paranormal activity during his night shifts, but of course this ceasefire had to come to an end. It was a fortnight after the initial recording of the ghost that the final video of the saga was captured, and it was the creepiest of them all.
Hey everyone, I'm back. It's been a few things that's been happening, but I wasn't able to record at the time. You know, the normal stuff, like the little white mist showed up and stuff back then. Like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. It came from the the mail room, and it went that way, but I couldn't record at the time. So, but I know y'all probably tired of seeing that anyway, but I saw it, but I was like, damn, the epidemic didn't even stop that motherfucker from showing up. So, well, this is something new something new that just happened. I'm just, I'll just go through the cameras, see if anything's going on and stuff. But this apartment right here is vacant. This is on the 9th floor. This is vacant. Ain't nobody in there. I don't know. I mean, it probably could be debunked. So it could be the wind or anything, but, I don't know, but it just kept, like somebody trying to open it. It could be the wind, I don't know. It probably could be debunked, so I'm just saying it could be explained and it could not be. So I'm just showing y'all something unusual that never happened before. All these other vacant buildings, like vacant apartments that I don't see them move on their own like that. So watch this door right here. Just watch this door. You don't see it move. See? Watch. See? So like somebody trying to open it, see? Look at that shit. Now it could be the wind, I don't know. But has this happened? Have y'all seen stuff like this before? Door trying to open, like bounce, like opening in and out like that. Like that. See that shit? The fuck? But it's been, see, then it stopped. The fuck type of shit is that? Somebody explain that. If not, then that's crazy. But explain that, please.
Strangely, the door was moving in a very peculiar motion which couldn't have been caused by anything natural. Jay tries to play it off as the wind being weird, but wind only goes in one direction, and that door was moving back and forth. If you have any explanation for this door moving, then let me know in the comments, but it's going to be very difficult to convince me. Dolls and toys are considered by many to be the most haunted things on the planet. For some reason, tons of evil spirits such as poltergeists, demons, and skinwalkers love to possess them, and the following video is an example of this. Have a watch.
So, here is a video of me and my son visiting the old storage unit, where I keep all my fancy collectibles. I will say the place is rather frightening, especially the basement level of this facility. And here's the doll you've all been asking for close-ups of. I found this at a swap meet, and I immediately knew this was worth something. I've had a lot of skeptics argue with me, but I do believe it's cursed. And you'll see why in just a moment. And oh yeah, so the workers at the storage place brought me to their office and showed me a video of my unit, saying they heard loud noises inside. They thought it was me, which I surely denied. They wanted proof, so I gave it to them. I've been told it's a poltergeist, which I had no idea what that meant, until I saw a couple of videos online of said phenomenon. But just Watch the video for yourself. Super creepy stuff.
The man claims that he found the doll at a swap meet and immediately knew it was worth something. It looked extremely creepy and didn't look anything like a children's toy should do. Regardless, the man took the doll, as he collects strange items of its kind, and decided to place it inside his storage unit. Luckily, the place he stored his collectibles at had CCTV within the units, which meant they were able to capture the unexplainable clip. Somehow, the toy moved by itself and scanned the room for things to do. However, it looked disappointed that it was trapped in a unit and immediately dropped back to the floor. It's a good thing they didn't keep it at home. On January the 17th of 2008, Kaiden, a young adult at the time, had recently started renting a new house for him, his girlfriend and their 3 pets. The house had no unusual backstory or anything that would really deter a family from moving in. However, reputations can easily come to an end. It was night 4 in the house at around 6 p.m. when the most peculiar evening of Kaiden's life would occur, and things got terrifying, very terrifying.
Phoebe. Hey. Phoebe. Where are you, girl? Phoebe. Phoebe. Hey, what's the matter, girl? Come here. What's the matter? Are you okay? Come here. Come on up. Phoebe, come on. Hey. What's the matter? Hey, come here. Come on. It's okay. What's the matter, girl? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on up. Want a treat? Come on. Come here, peeps. Want a treat? Phoebe, what's the matter, girl? What's the matter? You okay? What do you hear? What is it? What is it, girl? Come here. Phoebe, come here. You okay, girl? What's the matter? What's the matter, honey? Do you hear something? Phoebe? Honey? Are you okay? What the hell was that? What is that?
After hearing banging noises from up in the attic, Kaiden decided that he had to go and check what was up there in case of an intrusion. Since the pets were acting strange, it was likely that they could smell or hear someone that he couldn't, and so Kaiden wisely took the signs.
What?
Definitely something up here. What? The hell? Jesus Christ.
Strangely, once Kaiden entered the attic, it was completely trashed, and he was devastated as a mess that big would not be easy to clean up. However, at the time, he was pleased that he found nothing up there, but still suspicious. It was when items started moving in front of his very own eyes that things started to become extraordinarily freaky. It's important to note that the light switch for the attic is inside it, so when they turned off, it was impossible for Kaiden to have done so. Something was up there, but he'll never know what. In the following video, a single man called Toby was getting ready to go to sleep when he supposedly noticed something looking at him through the window. Accompanying this sighting was the sound of a lady crying, which disturbed Toby for obvious reasons, and it definitely showed with his reaction.
Okay, look, I'm really tripping out now. Something was looking at me through the window, and I heard that lady crying again. Coming out of the kitchen. I'm freaking the fuck out. I am fucking tripping. ain't going by the basement door. Fuck that. Fuck that. There's something in this house with me. There's something in here. I'm telling you. Oh, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no.
Now, in usual paranormal situations, the ghost would do something harmless but spooky, like move a chair to the side. However, in this crazy scenario, a knife was thrown at Toby, which could have caused some serious damage had it connected. Ghost experts theorized that the spirit wasn't trying to harm Toby, but just scare him. This explains why it delayed until he stepped back from the kitchen to launch such a dangerous item. Regardless, this is one of the most dangerous ghost sightings witnessed, and I doubt anyone would want to switch situations with this man, especially considering that this was only the beginning. After a long night struggling to sleep after the knife situation, Toby considered attempting communication with the ghost and eventually came to the conclusion that he would. He took out his TikTok camera and went downstairs to the living room, and then the moment of truth happened.
Monday, I think it's like the 5th or something. And about 6:30 in the morning. A little handle over there off my grinder come across the floor. It's my little pipe, my little billy club I keep around. It come rolling across the floor this morning. Been pretty quiet lately. I thought I heard voices earlier, but I wasn't sure. It's been pretty quiet for real till now, until a few minutes ago. And we'll see, I guess. Are you here this morning? What do you want? Can you talk to me? Let me know you're here. Okay, so you are here. What do you want? I'm not scared of you. Show yourself. Show yourself to me. I want to see who you are. No, I want to see who you are. Leave me alone. If you can't show me who you are, I want you to leave my house. Show me your face. Show me your face or leave my house. I demand it. No, go. Show me who you are or leave my house. I'm not afraid of you. What do you need? What do you want? Why do you keep bothering me? Are you still here? Hello? I'm not here to harm you, and I do not want you to harm me. Just tell me what you want. Who are you?
Do you want me to leave this house? Is this your house? Do you want me to leave? Do you want me out of your house? No, because this is my house. I want you out of my house. If you can't show yourself, I want you to leave.
At first, the ghost cooperated with Toby and continuously moved a metal pole across the room to let him know it was listening. However, after some time, it clearly got bored and stopped entertaining his curiosity. The only sign of the spirit still being present in the later section of the video was when a small shadow appeared in the corner of the room. It's highly possible that something else cast this, but in the event that it was the ghost showing itself, Toby was in for a long day. Towards the end of the video, he claimed that he would upload more content of the sort and try to keep his followers updated on the experience. To our dismay though, he never updated anyone again, and no one knows why. Now, the next paranormal occurrence showcased on this video is actually the follow-up to a video that we've already covered on the channel. In that video, I explained how he searched 20 minutes for the cause of the knocking at his door, and this is the footage of him doing so.
Oh my god.
Weirdly, he found nothing lying around in the forest, despite the knocking being really loud and in a linear pattern. No animal is capable of doing this, so it's very odd that no person was discovered. As well as this, once the man arrived back at the house, his bedroom light was on all of a sudden, and a shadowed figure was standing behind the blinds. Quickly, he ran inside to confirm that there was an intruder, but to his dismay, nothing. This is when Sam really started to become convinced that a ghost was on his property. However, he was an evidence kind of guy, and without any, he couldn't be too sure. With time came his wish, though. A few days after the prior incident, Sam was watching television with his cat when the power completely cut out. He lived in a relatively rural area, and this kind of stuff was normal, so nothing was out of the ordinary though, until he realized the rest of his area still had their lights on. With this knowledge, he needed to investigate the power box, and things got creepy fast.
I just lost power in my house. I looked down the road and I saw lights on, so I think it's just me. I'm gonna go down to the breaker box and see what's up. You stay here, I'm gonna go get the power back on, okay? Everything looks okay. I guess I'm gonna have to call the power company. These were closed. These were 100% closed. I never leave these open. If there's someone or something here, I want you to prove it to me. I want you to close one of these doors. Come on! Well, if I'm being honest, I'm glad nothing happened. Holy shit!
Once Sam decided to go upstairs and phone up the power company, loud banging noises started happening downstairs, and he assumed it was the cat. He quickly ran down the stairs to the source of the noises to find both the washing machine and the dishwasher flung open. This had no explanation. It was a ghost, and he knew it. Immediately, he beckoned the spirit to do it again and got excited too soon when it didn't at first. However, milliseconds after his victory call, the machine's door closed on its own accord. The following family had only been living in their house for 8 months and had never experienced anything supernatural in their life. They were all religious and had God on their side, which left them strong in the sense of not getting haunted. Despite this power though, on a random Tuesday, things got quite weird.
Dude, you hear that, right? Yeah. Alright guys, I have to start recording. We just moved in here last summer, and we keep hearing these things. Oh. Dude, you hear that, right? Yeah. Don't tell me it's just me. That's ridiculous, man. I don't know.
During a match of Street Fighter against his girlfriend Kayla, he started to hear aggressive banging noises coming from the kitchen and got fed up so went to check. Once he arrived into the kitchen, he scanned the room and found nothing before checking the garden, but this is when the paranormal activity was confirmed. Suddenly, another bang rang around the house, and with a fast reaction, the cameraman turned back into the kitchen to find 2 cabinets open. It's clearly caught on camera as he walks towards the garden that the cabinets were closed beforehand, which leaves little explanation as to why this happened. Feel free to try and solve it in the comments. Unless you put a ghost though, you're incorrect, because this wasn't the only clip that the man captured in the house. Just a few hours after halting the previous recording, the strange noises returned, and after some investigating, an apparition was caught.
Alright, I have to start recording again. I know I just heard something. You guys are seeing this, right? Gotta be joking me. What? You gotta be joking me. Oh, jeez.
Living in the house with the cameraman were 4 other people, so it was possible that the person behind the door was one of the children. However, it's extremely unlikely that the kid was fast enough to get away from the door as quickly as the apparition did, leaving no other explanations barring the supernatural. On October 16th of 2023, a father of 1 daughter heard crying from her room, so he decided to go and check on her. After searching the room, he found that there was nothing to be scared of and told his daughter it was probably a fly before going to bed. When he woke up the next morning though, he decided to check the cameras just to be safe in case something truly did happen. And beyond his craziest beliefs, something did. The lights in the girl's closet started flashing rapidly to the point that they managed to wake her up. We can see her climb from the bed to go and investigate the room, but the footage cuts before anything happens. The father claims that nothing happened from that point onwards, at least during that specific night. Over the next few weeks, he would closely monitor the cameras of the girls' rooms and relocate them every time something suspicious was caught. The following clip shows one of those instances. If listened to closely, a small knock could be heard, and after contacting experts, the family discovered that it came from underneath the girl's bed. It was at this moment that the family considered this spirit a threat, and eventually they would leave for good. It's unknown whether or not this move was successful. The Cortez family were one of the most normal groups of people you could ever imagine. Nothing interesting ever happened in their life other than the odd outing, so they would be the last family you'd expect to see featured on this channel. In the following video, the father of the family was staying up late at night to do some work, when all of a sudden he felt something very off that he couldn't describe. In response to this, he decided to go and investigate downstairs, and what happened was unbelievable. It's important to note that the family was indeed religious and had a wall widespread with crosses for that reason. Whatever caused the following to happen likely hated that fact.
Vamos a ver qué sucede porque esto está muy cabrón. Ya todos están dormidos, a ver. No mames. Es una lámpara que tengo aquí. Se está moviendo bien cabrón. Están las cruces. Chinga. Vamos a ver qué sucede porque esto está Muy cabrón. Ya todos están dormidos a la vez. No mames. Es una lámpara que tengo aquí. Se está moviendo bien cabrón. Están las cruces. Chinga.
Strangely, something from the cross display collapsed to the ground without warning, and nobody was there who could have triggered this to happen. Considering this was the act of a spirit, and it decided to tamper with a wall of religious art, it led the Cortez family to believe that they were being visited by a demon, but they never got any more evidence after that. Now, in a recent video on the channel, we delved into an adventure by Karim, who somehow found himself in a terrible situation. To summarize, he had become lost and found himself at an abandoned building where he was continuously being led to this little girl's room. During his time inside this room, he had seen some very disturbing things, but none were quite bad enough to make him turn around and try to escape. He was given enough warnings. It was time to give Karim the fright of his life.
Otra vez ruido en la pieza de mi hija. Podrido de los sonidos, los ruidos. Paren un poco, viejo, ¿qué onda? ¿Qué es eso? La concha de su... Yo había apagado la luz de ahí. Oh, esto me da muchísimo miedo.
The worst part about that piece of footage was most definitely the noises that the ghost was making. It was whimpering like a little girl, and like we debunked in the last video, this made perfect sense. All around the room were boxes with the name Rebecca on them, which made it very obvious that it used to be the room of a little girl. Perhaps the ghost haunting Karim in this specific moment was that girl, but that's just a theory. After experiencing this, Karim decided to take a step back and have a breather before he entered the building one last time. He wanted to gather as much evidence as possible about the place, and fortunately, he managed to get a tiny bit more clip.
Estoy solo en mi casa y pasa esto. Si tienes miedo, no lo mires. Al final algo intenta atacarme.
After plucking up the courage to re-enter the building, Karim was greeted by much more demented sounds. Last time he could compare the sounds to something, but this time around they were indescribable, almost like they came from a mythical creature of some sort. Understandably, this was enough to send Karim running to safety, and he eventually came across a main road. He held his hand out until someone pulled over, and he asked them to call his friend to come and pick him up. Luckily, he did. Karim will never walk in that same direction again. Who knows what the spirit would do to him next time. Dogs, as well as cats, are known for having a sense that humans don't have. The sense to visualize beings from the paranormal world. There are countless videos on the internet of families, cute little pets, barking at absolute nothingness for hours on end. and even staring at seemingly walls. A lot of people believe that this is simply an act of boredom and an attempt to keep themselves entertained, but that's just foolish. It's spirits, and if the following video doesn't convince you, then I don't know what will.
That was hella weird. There's literally no way that door just opened by itself. Y'all, like, I really don't get freaked out, but that was really just... That door has a keypad lock on it. Like, and it's actually hard to get in. Dutch, where are you going? Don't leave me. There's like... What? Why did you just jump like that? Why did... Baby! Y'all, do you see her? What the fuck is going on?
For some strange reason, the dog started barking behind the door, and it looked very stiff. When a dog is stiff, it usually means that it is worried or frightened by something, and whatever was behind the door was likely the cause for this. What worried me was the fact that the poor dog was looking so high up. Whatever that thing was, it must have been massive, and the woman would be insane to not call up the local priest for the job. Let me know what you think about this scenario in the comments, but trust me, I am more than certain that something spiritual was enjoying her garden. CCTV is one of the best installments that someone can install into their home because they are so useful at deterring crime. They can help people look back at footage and see exactly what happened as many times as they would like to, which is huge in catching criminals in the act. However, in the upcoming clip, the woman decided to do this in order to try and find out who caused this phenomenon to happen. To her dismay, this is what she found on the camera.
What the fuck? Come here. What the fuck?
Literally no one. Somehow the curtain moved by its own accord, and the faint whisper of the words, "Get out," echoed next to the camera. This was most definitely the act of something from the paranormal world, but the lady who got spooked by it wasn't able to accept that this was the case. She hired people to dig through everything and try to find any trace of someone or something being there with her that night. But no matter how much money she splashed on these companies, none of them came back with any turnaround. She spent upwards of $300 before finally giving up on the search and deeming herself as crazy. Despite all of that, she still doesn't believe in ghosts. This security guard called Shane was working a night shift at the hospital when one of, if not the creepiest things of his life, happened there and then. According to Shane, the wheelchair in the corridor started periodically spinning at around 2 a.m. and had been for a few weeks. However, no one else on the staff team believed that this story was true. On this fateful night, he took it upon himself to capture the drama unfold and truly prove that he wasn't going crazy, and prove he did, because after this video, no one could deny him.
See, I fucking do. No.
As if this piece of content wasn't already unsettling enough, that was the wheelchair ridden by an ex-patient called Sheila, who sadly passed away a few weeks prior. And remember what Shane said about the wheelchair moving, starting at around that time. Regardless of a ghost haunting their corridors, the staff get on with their day-to-day tasks, and it became tradition to say hi to Sheila once you walked past the corridor. They did their best to save her, and it was very saddening to see her death. On the other hand, refreshing to know that she was still living the life. On October 12th of 2017, a Spanish man by the name of Andre was home alone in the living room when he managed to accidentally get something on his camera. He was recording a funny Snapchat for his group chat of friends when suddenly the topic of the video took a huge drift for the worst. Andre described after this event that he would never go near his rhino ornament ever again, and after taking a look, you won't hesitate to agree with his decision, so go on.
Amigos, son las 1:26 de la madrugada y estoy solo, ya van 3 veces que me tocan la puerta a mi casa y relativamente pues yo estoy solo, pero pues la verdad es que sí me da miedo. La neta no sé ni qué onda en mi casa y pues sí me da un chingo de miedo. Les juro. No mames, vete a la verga. No mames, no mames. Vete a la verga. No, neta, vete a la verga. Se acaba de caer esta madre. No mames. No mames.
What made this rather odd was the fact that the rhino landed perfectly and didn't shatter in the slightest. It was a very fragile piece of art, and the seller warned the family to be careful with it. It made absolutely zero sense that it managed to fall from such a height without even a single chip. The leading theory to explain this is that the ghost behind the event quickly placed the rhino on the ground so that no real gravitic potential energy was built up, hence why it didn't lash out when it hit the floor and exploded. It was a close call for the ornament regardless. It was on an online selling website just hours later. In the following video, a woman is sitting in the living room watching her hyper-realistic human dummy that her ex purchased for her. She was in the process of selling it because of how weird it actually was. However, I don't think the dummy was too fond of that idea.
This thing just moved.
Boy, all the talking heads would have been screaming about the Dallas Cowboys and sticking the fork in this organization. So again, kudos to the Cowboys going on the road, getting a good win, and see how they win that movie. There's a saying in golf, there's no pictures on the scorecard. If you're Dallas, you don't care if it's got 5 or it's going to be like, you're just happy that you moved to 2-2. The injury to Parsons, and we don't know anything at this point, he just left by a car without a shoe off. How do you assess what that man is? The defense is struggling, but it's clearly not better if he's out of the field. I mean, that would be, if he's missing any significant time, I mean, he's that better. He's a better player. Oh my God.
The door just moved. Are you real? You can do it again. I won't watch.
Strangely, the dummy's hand moved by its own accord, indicating the possession of the toy. The woman claimed that this wasn't a first-timer, and it had done stuff like this in the past. Very creepy. The following video was captured and uploaded to YouTube by a user deemed as Mr. Spouter, who doesn't usually record any paranormal videos. He had been living in the same house for over 5 years, and had never experienced anything that he would consider to be strange or paranormal. As we all know though, trends and patterns always come to an end, and it was definitely the end of this one. It was 3 a.m. at night when it was filmed, and no one can explain it to this day. Take a look.
Something banging then. Something was banging. I'm talking to myself. Something was banging, like, on my stairs. Dusty as fuck. I'm being a pussy. Go on, you fucking pussy. What the fuck? Is that a neighbour's one? What was that? What the fuck? Fucking something there. What the fuck?
Now, during the clip, you couldn't actually see what happened to Mr. Spouter, but he made sure to explain it in a later upload. He claimed that something or someone pinched him as he was looking down the stairs, but to no surprise, he didn't convince anyone and was called a faker. Regardless though, that was only 50% of the video, and something much more convincing was showcased.
Freaking myself out, man. Fucking hell. Calm down. What the fuck was that? What's that? What the fuck? Something up there. What the fuck? Fucking fuck. What the fuck?
I can't quite decipher what the item was, but something slid across the cupboard by its own accord. This must have been impossible without any strings attached to it, but no matter how far we zoom in, nothing can be seen attached to it. This was 100% the act of a ghost, but feel free to argue against that in the comments. These two women were looking to sell their house and move into a new one, so they decided to go around the area in search of a one-floor cottage. In the clip, you're about to be exposed to the duo searching an old house that was very cheap on the market but would take some upgrading. Fortunately, they both enjoyed decorating and transforming houses though, so it would have been no problem if they actually followed through with the purchase. Why didn't they? Well, have a watch and find out for yourself.
Mesmo sem querer vir. Olha, tá vendo aí, ó. Faz tempo. Misericórdia. Ai, pera ainda. Eu vi. Mulher, que foi isso, pelo amor de Deus? Tava balançando aí. Ô, Tico. Ai. Olha. Ui. Mulher. Olha. Misericórdia ali, ó. Eita, meu Jesus. Eu vou dizer um negócio, viu? Olha. Eu vou dizer a tu. Eu tô toda arrupiada. O que foi aquilo, mulher? Tu viu?
Understandably, the duo sprinted out of the house as quickly as they possibly could and confirmed that they were not going to be buying the cottage. When the owner asked them why this was the case, they showed him the video and he was genuinely in shock. The house had never seen anything like that in the past, and he apologized for putting it on the market in that state. They accepted this apology and left. If you were to visit a haunted house, what would be the last room you would consider visiting? Let me know in the comments, but I know that there is only one correct answer to such a question: the basement. The basement is known for being the epicenter of paranormal activity in most places because it is so tucked away. The majority of haunted videos come from this type of room, and that statistic keeps on becoming stronger, fortified by the following video. It was taken at 10 p.m. and the filmer, Joshua, heard noises coming from the basement whilst he was tucking his daughter into her bed. He was brave. He went to investigate.
Hello? I'm gonna turn on the light. All right? Hello? Hello? No. Okay. I heard something. Nothing? Is anyone there? Whoa, Jesus!
Weirdly, the closet slid across the floor by itself, and it was clear that nothing triggered this. The fact it was clear helped that conclusion come around. However, there was no concrete evidence that this was the case. It just kind of made sense, so the family stuck with it. Due to this, they couldn't get anyone to come and try to get rid of the ghost because there was no real evidence of one being there, at least not during that current moment. A few days later, at the exact same time, which was already odd enough, Joshua heard more noises from down in the basement whilst he was upstairs and decided to take a look again. This time, he filmed something much more severe.
The following footage was recorded after hearing voices from upstairs. Please be advised, the images that you see may be disturbing.
I heard some noises again. Hello?
No! Let's watch that again, here, and slow it down. Here is a close-up image of the figure that was seen walking across the doorway at the bottom of the stairs. This image can still not be explained.
It doesn't even take a zoom in to notice that there was a shadow figure walking past the door, clearly trying to freak Joshua out. It succeeded if that was its mission. After seeing this, he He locked the door to the basement with a padlock and wooden barriers before finally contacting the church to come and help. This was the last update we were given.